start the program, you observe it.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, miss.
Okay, ma'am. Let me start the program, ma'am.
Sir, just a minute. It's a formal welcome address to you.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, and a very pleasant morning to one and all gathered here. Prayer. Prayer is a powerful weapon with the purpose of God. Here we have Miss Amir Nisha of First We Come to recite the Quran.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغلوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Thank you, Miss Amir Nisha of reciting the Quran. Welcome speech. A beautiful smile is the best universal welcome. It can make a day a good day easily. Here we have Miss Hajra Banu of Second BCom to deliver the welcome speech.
In the name of Almighty, the most benevolent and the most merciful, good morning to one and all gathered here. First of all, I welcome all the dignitaries and young minds to join the Institution Innovation Council and PG Department of Commerce jointly organize a workshop on intellectual property rights and IP management for startup. The great occasion. First, I would like to welcome our most dynamic and dedicated director, Professor Dr. M. Shamil Hamid sir, of our great institution of our college. I welcome you, sir. Next, I would like to welcome the most knowledgeable, sincere, and hard worker of our college, Dr. Suhasini Anas, Madam. I welcome you, ma'am. Next, I would like to welcome the today's speaker of this webinar. It is a great pleasure to welcome us such a noted personality as our guest of honor, Dr. S. Satish Kumar, show on the behalf of one and all present here. Let me extend a pleasure welcome you, sir. None other than the Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Government Arts and Science College. He is published journal in various national and international conferences. He is attended various workshops and seminars and also organized various workshops. I welcome you, sir. Next, I would like to welcome our dedicated and dignitary staff members of great educational institution of our college. I welcome you, ma'am. Last but not least, my dear young minds and future entrepreneurs of our college, I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Miss Hajra Banu, for delivering the welcome speech. I kindly hand over the session to the sir.
Yes, thank you.
Shall we start the session, sir?
Yes, okay. First of all, I thank AMN College board members and MC groups. Dr. Subhasini Ernest, ma'am, the principal of this college. Dr. M. Sahul Hamid, for the director of college. The most expected for Dr. Revati ma'am, head of the Commerce, for giving opportunity for IPR, that's the intellectual property rights, the patent application, the application filing. Okay, when we start the session, I will just a minute, I will screenshot here. actually, the pattern application filing and the publication. Okay, the publication and application filing. So, pattern is moreover the pattern publication is rights for the everything else, because the pattern publication is moreover pattern for the journal, for writing for journal in the abstract. That is actually not to put on the writing for writing abstract and how to write journal. Okay, so clearly for understanding word for your own language and anything else, not write up. But the write up, first of all, you have to write in the abstract. Abstract. So all overall the journal of publication, because abstract will be accepting for the below 10% of plagiarism. Okay. Then overall pattern publication is more than more than the 24 or 23 pages are writing for any pattern publications, pattern rights. So actually pattern is three type of pattern is available. Actually intellectual property rights in India, three type of pattern is available. So first one is a design pattern. The design, first one is a grand pattern. So grand pattern is like, so take a time of publication is a 4 to 5 years of publication time, because queries in every month. So the inventor, the application is called of the applicant and inventor. So who is the first position you have to taken for a person? They have to applicant, called as applicant. So remaining persons is our inventor. So inventor, so actually there are number of forms here for application filing. Okay, pattern publication is number of forms here. So you have to positioning for form. But you have to when your application filing, you are ready to the journal writing for write up. Then you have to send the application filing. Then will be the form. The form is the first to 9. So some over the form in the application form. Okay. Then this is the grand pattern also. The minimum take of years of publication and certification. So actually 4 to 5 years I have to take in time for publication time. In every month I have to queries. So who the authority of queries are board members or secretary of IPR. Intellectual property is the government side. Okay. Actually, the pattern publication is the grand pattern also. Every month you have to queries. At each and every line you have to queries for that particular applicant and inventors. Okay, every queries you have to answer with the by the government website, government supervisor and secretaries. Okay, the 4 to 5 years maximum grand pattern is applicable for minimum 4 members, maximum 6 members. So you get a certificate. Actually, so get one certificate for grand pattern. So 20 years validity for grand pattern. 20 years validity, because 20 years are applicable for website, the IPR website. Okay, so 20 years are validity for grand pattern. Then second one, design pattern. So design pattern, the design pattern only for designing. So everything. So take one example for product. You are a commerce student. Okay, for example, take an example any product. Take an example for any product. Actually, the product is a design. For example, mobile. You have taken mobile. The mobile spare parts is designing for Corona. So anything the pictures. So the modified, applicable for pictures. Can you explain that pictures for that? What is A, B, C? Queries will be the appear, because for example, mobile model is a battery, and mobile is a Android. Anything else have to design. You got to mobile have to designing for that. Okay, then pen. Okay, and then biscuits. So any model you have to prepare. You are designing for that. The design, so it will explain for that. So this is a pattern. So get certificate. The minimum 4 applicant and maximum 6 applicant for applicable. The same grand pattern is also grand for certificate. Is also for grant certificate. because the minimum 6 months to maximum 10 months hard publication time. Okay, the published, the after that exam, so the processing for application, so filed, then published, then IQ filed. So IQ filed, internal quality filed, then examination, then pass and disposal. That is the process. Okay. So publication taken time of minimum 6 months for design pattern. Then maximum provided the certificate also 10 months you have to prepare for certificate and report also. Okay. So the certificate is a single certificate for all applicant and inventors. Okay. The serial number put on the 1 to 6. Okay. The same as the IPR pattern in the intellectual property rights. Okay. Then you have the last three or third one, the descriptive pattern. That is utility. That's also called for utility pattern. So utility pattern is only publication. So only publication. So the publication is taken for minimum 20 to 30 days of timing for the only publication published only, because the normal journal you have to write up first of all you have to write up abstract, then journal how to quality writing for that, because when your pattern publication, the pattern issue, you have to the reserve for your own topic. Okay, reserve for that topic. Any topic you have to reserve. So your topic not used for anything else. Everybody, so journal is, for example, first of all you take your topic, your title. So journal write up all the same titles, same titles taken for any other, for journal, normal journal, UGC care and Scopus, anything else. But the pattern publication, so for example, A taken for one title. First, you must say A for A taken one title. So not taken for same title for B. Okay. So same topic, same appearance not available for that, because the reserved pattern publication for Mr. A. So not used for Mr. B. Okay. So same topic title are not used for. Okay. That only rights of pattern rights for your rights reserved for your title. Okay. Then same also the copyrights also. Copyrights is reserved for particular books. Okay. Already you have to know that for copyrights. Already studied in your copyrights and pattern rights also. So that copyrights is a book publication. In the book publications, the copyrights are not using anyone for copyrights. Okay. The same. It's a journal for a patent publication. Copyrights is a book publication. Okay. Okay. So you have to this is the third one is descriptive pattern, utility pattern. It's not get certificate, only publication. So maximum 15 authors, minimum 4 to maximum 15 authors is available, applicable. So you are decided on journal writing for pattern publication. Minimum 4 to maximum 15 authors applicant are available for descriptive pattern. So it's a publication only. The publication only. So it's a ranking for APA score, NRF, okay, then ARF, then NAC work is recognized for that. Okay, recognized for that. Okay, then intellectual property rights is deeply rooted in the national history. The Congress shall be the power promote the progress, science, useful acts, and securing for limited times authors and inventor exclusive right their expertise right and discovers. Because intellectual property rights is a power and promote progress is a science and useful arts. Because arts, commerce and management not applicable for particular domain. Why? Because nowadays you have to take in publication and commerce and arts. But before and the last the few years, you have to take in pattern for publication for commerce and management and economics and English literature. Also, the last few years have taken publication pattern. But moreover days, science will applicable for pattern for in starting stage. Because science purely testing used for the modeling. Testing it is modeling for taken publication. So it's also test using. Okay. So use of pattern publication is intellectual property. Okay. Then, so what is the pattern? The right exclude the other form, making, using, selling, offering from are important the climate invention and applicant. So applicant, see every applicant, see the certificate. So I will show that, see the certificate. So same model of certificate is given for the applicant for Indian pattern also. Okay, the limited terms, director US pattern provide the production in the United States because the Australian pattern, US pattern, German pattern, so production for everything else. The Indian pattern, the production only for grand pattern only has production. So descriptive pattern also protected, but taken the first three position you have to take in production. So you say recognizable for NAC and NRF also. Okay, remaining portion have to taken up the publication only. So you showing publication only have to so to the NAC code. Okay, NAC and API school also. Okay, so already I told there is a type of pattern. So type of pattern is a utility, design, so plant. So design pattern is a plant pattern is a grand pattern. Is a grand pattern and is a utility pattern you have to using only published design pattern. So only the design for explanation only for only for design explanation for that. Then plant pattern is the pure science. Okay, the pure science you taken up a grand pattern. Okay. The necessity for expanding participate in the IP. We need our hands tech. We could quadruple the rate of US innovation by increasing the investment rates among women, minorities, and those from lower income families. Okay. So actually, nowadays we are taken to the minorities and those that participate in the IP as innovation rate among the women because pattern publication is the lowest amount for gathering for directly direct application file because minimum 4,100 to 8,000 in between the pattern publication. So for normally 4,500 is the descriptive pattern as utility pattern for publication subjects. Then design pattern is 7,500. Then grant pattern is 10,500 for gathering for publication charges. Okay. Then so women inventor rate of remaining. So the actually 2012 to 2021 are providing the chart. So women inventor. So women inventor has approximately the engineering and the science and arts occupations. So women inventor rate will be statable. Okay. First one was the green displays women inventor rate. Then computer and math scientists, physical science, all S&D occupations. All will be the commerce, management, arts and science will be applicable for all. Okay. Then biological and life sciences and engineering students will be applicable for women inventor. So why invention matters? What does this mean to you? The pattern can promote innovation and help safeguard your invention. Yes, because the promote your innovation ideas. The promote your innovation ideas. So not taken up past ideas you are not taken up for that write up in the pattern publication. Why? You are taken more than innovative the invention for safeguard your pattern because your pattern publication is filing. You start filing, you pay money. So after that, you not your original write up pattern. There is no excuse for purely rejected for that. The authorities purely rejected your pattern publication because it's purely innovating the invention of your pattern writing. You will safely published in the document. You are either one as pattern only the utility pattern or design pattern or grand pattern also you have to this art is the quality one. Okay. Then help companies grow. Help companies grow. So companies is this institution. Actually, the institution and the companies should grow up. We shall get goodwill and royalty also. Okay, then benefit the community by making new goods and services available. Okay, the new goods and services available, provide personal growth, development, and advancement. Yes, because which one you have to take an applicant and the inventors. So as a development, the personal career guidance also with advancement will be gathering. Okay, then IP intensive industries is a critically important component of US. So 40.5 million jobs, the 38.2 US GDP, then 46 point higher pay. Okay. So anatomy of pattern. So first you have to write up the pattern publication. You have to first abstract. Abstract a short summary of invention. A short summary of invention. The right description. Right description. The description is here. So briefly, the description is more than 20 pages. I have to write up for a your pattern publication. So how did it work? How did it made use? Okay. So quality already I told. So innovation and invention they write up a brief description of pattern. Okay. Then drawings. Drawings is moreover anyone have to take up drawings for that minimum of which to maximum 2 pages are available drawings. So 2 pages not over that exceeding for pattern publication. Then claim. Claim is the invention of property that is deemed legal boundaries because the grand pattern is claiming for that. It's a grand pattern. So not design pattern. Listen, grand pattern is claiming for that. You are short when payment money. So how money are claiming for only grand pattern. Okay, so okay, grand button only are the climbing for money, climbing for a certificate, climbing for property, climbing for everything else. Okay, then design button only granting for certificate only. So not climbing any money of design button and descriptive button also. Descriptive button only published only. Okay, okay. So sample of climb. So first chart comparison with seat. Yeah, seat for seat meaning the positioning. Number 1 seat, number 2 seat, number 3 seat, so number 4 seat. So maximum design button, the grand button 6, design button 6 members. Then already I have told you that utility button is maximum 15, minimum 4 to maximum 15. Okay. Then back support attached to the seat. Yes, because what's your name? The pattern publication, then our designation, then your signature will be back support attached to the sheet. The support terms attached to the sheet, back support and the page comprising clearly and legal legs attached to the sheet. Yes. So you have everything else attached for particular sheet. Okay. So what is the abstract? What is your name designation? Then what is the description? So what is the drawings? So it's also applicable for that. Okay. Who can be inventor and pattern? So first question you have to take an application and inventor. The remaining question is inventors. Okay. For contribute to conception of invention, called as a inventor. Okay. The pattern application journey. The application process. First you need an idea. First you need an idea for taken for writing for pattern. So first of all, you have to write in the abstract, overall summary, then description, then drawings, then it will be
Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir. Your voice is not audible, sir. Hello. Hello. Hello, sir.
Ma'am, okay, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
எங்க வரைக்கும் லிசன் பண்ணீங்க? இந்த அப்ளிகேஷன் பேட்டர்ன் அப்ளிகேஷன் ஜோனி பாத்தீங்களா? So which one? ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணாமா? நீ எது வரைக்கும் ஃபாலோ பண்ணீங்க கொஞ்சம் சொல்ல முடியுமா? ஸோ இந்த ஹூகன் அண்ட் இன்வெஸ்டர் பேட்டர்ன் பார்த்தீங்களா? இது வரைக்கும் பார்த்துருக்கீங்களா இல்லை அப்ளிகேஷன் ஃபைலிங் போயிடலாமா?
Sir, legal boundaries of the invention அது வரைக்கும் பார்த்தோம் sir.
ஓகே ஓகே ஓகே. ம். Okay, anyway, the pattern application journey. First of all, you need your special idea, the ideas, innovation idea, innovation and invention idea for obtaining the production. So pattern application. Then you have the idea for eligible for production, the process, machine, manufacture, the composition of matter. You have to processing for your own idea, the own idea for innovation, innovation and invention of pattern application. Okay. Then your idea now to on non-levels. So normal example of invention is a new was not described in the prior art. Okay, it's a prior art not accepting for that because you are clearly write up for Coral Draw or anything else you write up drawing for that design pattern. So grand pattern also. Okay, this is clearly for write up for that because a non-obvious example different between the your invention prior art is not becoming obvious in someone in that field. Okay, so previous art not accepting for your pattern modification for current your documents. Okay, if any art previous art you have taken up, as definitely have to omit and not accepting for pattern publication. Okay, so what is a prior art? The prior art include pattern, printed, publication, and other disclosure. The field of invention they have been published before effective filing date. Okay, because the filing date before recently or the public filing date is not accepting for that because grand pattern 20 years validity. The 20 years for example, Mr. A taken up pattern publication. You have to publishing the pattern is taken up the one that person arting that person or content. Okay, so 20 years not using for that. Then 20 years not using for that persons. So 20 years after that, the 20 years period of validity of after that you have to taken. No issues, no problems. But 20 years, had pattern rights of a particular A, Mr. A. Okay, then the design button also same. The design button you have to previously you have to design arting so no not used for now because the same design the same drop the art the drop art will be used for someone because you have to use for the same drawing is fully not accepted for that. So rejected for them. Where you have new ideas and innovation idea, you have to write up the pattern publication. Okay. Then descriptive pattern is also the new creating idea, new creating description for that. And the tools also, analysis also have to design the write up description, the own idea and one publication. Okay. Then will be prior art. Then application, the pattern by application journey. First of all, you have what is needed for idea, then present your idea. What is the present your idea? First of all, you have writing the abstract. Then writing for us description. Description means is also the brief explain for a particular topic. For example, the marketing. Marketing, take an example marketing. Marketing in any field of invention you have to taking for that. Okay. The current challenge of marketing, you take an example, current challenge of marketing. So already you have to use the current challenging, but you have to different word using for current challenge. Okay, the different word, different ideas, different methodology, the different rules and different hypothesis you have to use it for, then the finding out, then calculate out. Then you have to drawing also. Okay, then presenting your idea. Don't be afraid the champion of idea. Best to maintain confidently prior to filling your pattern application. Okay, the best one you have to provide the publication of pattern application. Consult with the council about safe way to disclose your invention before filing a pattern application. Because you have to consult your superior and any other persons. You have to disclose your invention before filing pattern. Because when you have to publication pattern publication is not refund for you. Okay, it's only queries and rejected for that. So not refund amount for the government side. Okay, so clearly or write up the pattern application. The clearly you're presenting your idea. So you have to publication before application filing. You have to 1 or 2 times you have to verify your write up documents is not previously contented. Okay, then the pattern application journey is a draft application. This draft application is it's now time write up the pattern application. Is what do I need disclose? The pattern is quite pro. Then exchange The exclude the others management using important or selling your invention and limited time period. Yes, because the excluding the others using important or selling the invention limited time period, you must be fully disclose invention. Public can be benefit from attend and the expand. Okay, the disclose is a main thing because the disclose is a you have to content the disclose is for example, discussing for someone you have to discussing for a patent publication. The before filing, you have to disclose your patent content and description. You have to filing process. Then will be filing process. It will be fully accepted because it's originally doing for invention and innovation for pattern publication. Okay, then does the disclosure demonstrate that the invention was the process or claimant invention? The demonstrate invention was the process. The process the claimant invention teach one ordinary skill to make and use invention without under experiments. Describe the best mode consumption for carrying out of the invention by the inventor. Because I need to disclose for the pattern publication, you have to disclose pattern of the process is claimed invention. Okay, this is also grand pattern. Then you have skill, attitude, and ability to make the use of invention without the undue experiments. You have to teach the ordinary skill. Okay, you have to highly motivate the skill and write up the invention. Then describe to the computer the carrying out the invention, the inventor. Okay, then are the claim clear enough that okay, are you claim clear enough that the public informed the boundaries of your invention? It can be determination whether claimed invention meet all the criteria of patentable. So patentable is the claim invention the boundaries of your inventor and invention to the particular patent modification. Okay, the claim whether invention the claim meets all the criteria. The patent modification is more than I disclose. When I disclosed it, then we have to proceed for document for the publication filing. Okay, have to form 1, form 5, form 3, form 2. Okay, then drawings. Okay, these are also the disclosure. Okay, then file application. So the file application is a roadmap is a public filing application. Application filed. Okay, application filed is examination. Examination is having. So it's a rejected or objection. It's an examiner is a rejected or application. Is also the actually the design button, the grand button also is show the cycle. Okay, so so the cycle for that. So allowed is a patent certificate. Okay, it's a patent certificate also. So then is a utility patent only the stopped publication only, not going to examination. So next process is now examination revision. So the application filed, then published only for design button, utility button. Sorry, utility button only. Descriptive button and utility button. The design button, grand button, the moves these levels. Okay. So rejection, objection. Okay, is the examiner. The examiner or rejection, objection. Okay. Then you have to see sketch certificate. Okay. Then role of the applicant, the file a complete application, disclose all known prior art, the response to examiner office actions, explain your position and or make good faith changes in the application. Because so every line you have to produce because you have to conjunction verb we are using for patent application. For example, the marketing is a buyer and seller activities. It is the same word for using everything else. So normally, so marketing is a marketing is a place for buyer and seller use buyer and seller activities is the same word for everything else because the using word different languages different arting for using for that. So that's only for disclosing known prior art. Okay, response of examiner office action. So each and every word is queries. There will be you have to reply for that queries. Okay, because the grand pattern design pattern when we all queries will fulfilled, satisfied, will be accepted or rejected. Okay, accepted or rejected. Accepted contain finance of certificate. Rejected means okay, not rewrite up and remodelation. You have to when you are blocking for not understanding the word of blocking, so mentioning for superior and secretaries. So reply for the mail. You have to changing the word. We have to changing the word for the particular pattern because previous anyone had a question and anyone content you have to take up. If the round up the superior the secretaries round up the particular paragraph or word there is previously using for that. Please change to that. Okay, the please change to that you have to superior. Okay, asking for the superior. Okay. So what the rejection mean? Rejection are normal part of this process. They help define what is a patternable. Often due to existing prior art. Okay, already I told. So existing prior art, the prior content, you are hardly duly not accepted for that because you are duly won't write up the pattern publication only for accepted, then can often be overcome. Okay. So receive the rejection dues. Okay. So first of all, the 2021 84 original filing they received first of office action containing a rejection. Okay. Then financial year 21, 58 examined the disposal were allowances. Okay. So there's a rejection and allowances. So 84 percentage 21 financially for receiving the first office action done and rejection. So now it's a pattern modification not only for acceptance. So purely how to write up the own content, own language is accepted. So anyone you have to previous art and previous content you have taken up, definitely or rejected. You see that 84% are rejected. Only is 16% only for accepted. Okay, see that financial 2021 is 58% of examiner disposal were allowances. Okay, examiner disposes for allowances. Allowances giving for examiner for 58%. Then remaining 40% is other disposals. Okay, so be careful writing for abstract and description also. Okay, the bar of the interview. The interview means last final disposal. So the financial 2021 the allowances rate. So 80% is with the interview. So 67% is without interview for financial 21 the financial year of different between the interview and non-interview. Okay. Then after final process, even if you receive final rejection, don't panic. If you still disagree, you maybe still have options. Okay. So you receive final rejection. So you should don't panic. Okay. You change your word, change your own languages, you change your word. So it's the mark of the superior. The mark of the superior, there is secretaries for IPR government website, IPR government authorities. So also the roundup, these code will change. So the mention for secretary. So the mention for secretary, the particular pattern application. So these are words will change. These are word will changes. These are word will be previous content. You have also mention your document. So these are all changed. Then will be appeal. Then will be appeal. Then after final response. Okay. Then typical process timeline. Allowances issuance. The notice of the allowances indicate admission and rejection have been overcome and your application is ready for issuance. So last one, the congratulations for certificate getting for that. So Inventor Assistance Center, so IAAC, the Inventor Assistance Center, the IAAC will provide pattern information, the service to the public. IAAC is a staffed by former supervisory pattern, examiner experiential former primary examiners. who answer general questions concerning pattern examination policy and procedures. Okay. There's also I put on time also Monday to Friday 8:30 to 8:30 the study time excepting Friday federal holidays. Okay. So toll free number you have given. So the IAS is Inventor Assistance Center because when you are called for the assistance center, you are assist to you, so they suggest you. Okay. So how to write up pattern publication, how to write up the abstract, the how to filing process, and the how to application filing take over, then how to application form filling. So it's also assist for you call center. There's also the primary examining the general exchange concerning the pattern. Okay. The formal this is as a formal supervising for assistance center or the service providing for any pattern publication for them. Okay. As a pro bono organizations, then amplify your community. Okay. If any queries, friends. Actually, I already last time I used it for pattern publication. I see the pattern. I will display for pattern publication last recently published pattern. Okay. So which is the form of application for applicant for? Okay. See. So form is a form 1. See that. First of all, the form 1 filling that application filing. So see pattern application. Applicant for grant of patent. See section 77, 54 and 135 subrule 1 rule 20. So is a first one for form 1 is applicable for form 1. Is a see that name of the applicant. Name of the applicant, then inventors. So totally I put in 11 inventors. So is 10 inventors. Sorry. 10 inventors is there. So see that applicant name, then nationality, then country resident, then address for applicant. Address for applicant. Okay. So first position is taken applicant. Okay. Then remaining position you have inventors. See that. So is a then fifth one is a title assessment of HR produces a selected construction project. Then so first position taken is a okay applicant. Okay. See that the address for a service applicant in India. Okay. Then mobile number, email ID is applicable for first position only. Okay. So for 12, 10 position to sign. 10 position. So serial number 1 first sign, serial 2 second sign, serial 3 third sign will be applicable line by line. Okay. So these are first form 1, then form 2. The form 2, the fully description and abstract also. Okay. So first of all, you have to complete section C, section 10 on rule 13. So pattern act 1970, 39 for 1970, pattern rule 2003, C action section 10 and rule 13. The complete specification is a complete journal description. Okay. So 10 author's name, then the field of invention. So totally 28 pages is available. See. Totally 28 pages is available. Okay. Because total 28 pages is not drawing for them. Okay. Not drawing, it's for that. See that pattern publication. So each and every pages is line by line with the counting. So see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So each and every pages. Okay, let's see. Each and every pages you have to put on line number. Okay, not continuous number. Okay, individual pages have to put on line number. Then, so form 3. Form 3 is a statement under only applicant filing only. Question 1. Okay. So Raji. Okay. Then only applicant. Applicant only for applicant getting certificate to form 3. Okay. Others not applicable. See that. Only applicant only. Form 3 only applicant is taken question 1. Then form 5. Form 5 is a declaration of invention. So the applicant and inventor take the declaration. Okay. Then form 9. Form 9 only for request of publication is a single electronic devices. Is all the name filled in the same application request of publication, the pattern act. Okay. Then is a form 18 for after publication is provided for the IPR. So pattern publication is a date and filing date, application published. Date, then application number. The application number will contain is an application. You have to contain application number. Okay. See that same members are providing for a name and designation. So single pages. Okay. The abstract also given last. Okay. Abstract also last. Okay. Then these are IPR website. IPR website giving all the details. Okay, the front of all the details. Your document downloading for V documents, get in for all documents. Well, already I told, listen. Already I told, so application filed, then is published only, then archive filed, then under examination. Under examination is examination queries for secretaries for the particular department. Okay. Then disposal. Disposal means is a claim and certificate also. Okay. Any other? Is a diagram. So diagram is a single pages. Okay. Listen. Only for single pages. So one or two diagrams is applicable for pattern. Okay. If any queries, friends, ma'am.
Hello, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes,
I
sir.
have
Good morning, sir.
completed
I'm
for
from
the
from Commerce Department, sir.
pardon, ma'am.
Hello, sir. கேக்குதுங்களா?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. We wind up this section, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம்.
Revati, ma'am. Ma'am, good evening, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, என்னோட செக்ஷன் வந்து முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. கொஞ்சம் ஏதாவது கொரிஸ் இருந்தா கேளுங்க, ஏதாவது டவுட் இருந்தா கேளுங்க. I will explain that. Anybody any queries for that pattern application? Any doubt? Please ask to me. I clearly told you and clearly.
No, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Actually, pattern multiplication is a normal journal writing not possible. because of the quality writing was invention of ideas, gathering for pattern multiplication. Because pattern multiplication is more highly the reputed authorities are got taken up, because the API, NRF, NAC work with recognized pattern multiplication. You have to write up the own idea and own languages of the innovation idea. Okay, then design pattern the own write up the art. Okay, own design pattern write up. Okay, then grand pattern the plantation should be the one write up the plan. Okay, is also is accepting for application filing. Okay, first of all to say, apply for form 1 abstract, then form 2 for full description, then form 3 for applicant only, then form 5 then all the declarations, form 9 for the request of application for form, then form 18 after publication is the proof of form 18, and IPR pattern publication is the website to store name and designation. Okay, there's also processing for application filing. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
sir. Shall we wind up the session, sir?
Ma'am, sorry. Yeah, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, sir. Ma Arvind.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving us all such inspiring words. Oath of thanks. Always we have an attitude of gratitude. Here we have Miss Ramisha Fatima, our first speaker, to deliver the oath of thanks.
I would like to express my gratitude to all esteemed delegates for the webinar, for this presence and contribution to make this webinar a great success. I extend my gratitude to Honorable Chief Guest Dr. S. Satish Kumar to take out him for his busy schedule to grace the event. Thank you for inspiring and encouraging us with your words on this special day. A special thanks to my Dr. Suhasini Ernest Ma'am, Principal of Ayman College of Arts and Science for Women, for providing immense support to make the webinar successful. I extend my gratitude to Revati Ma'am, Head of the Department, to organize a webinar. Great success. I congratulate in the webinar. Thank you everyone once again for making it a great success. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Ramisha Fatima, delivering the oath of thanks. Thanks a lot, my dears, for attending this webinar enthusiastically and for cooperating with us. Without you, this event wouldn't be a great success. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Vincent, ma'am, and Director, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Director, ma'am. Thank you, Arnes Reddy, the faculty members of the Commerce and Community College. Thank you, giving opportunity for everything. Wonderful, grateful, my loving students. Thank you for cooperating for that. If any doubt, call me and chat me for that. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.